this encounter with Christ in the poor and in the lepers is a response also, in addition to these other contextual elements, to the spiritual poverty of the church in this period. Its inability to address the spiritual and religious needs of most of its members in a period that saw the Crusades and saw the growing huge wealth of religious orders. And what does Francis, and the movement he came out of, the movement he formed, and the tradition that followed from him, tradition small t and traditions that followed from him, what does Francis do in this embrace of the leper, the embrace of the poor? He returns to the simplicity of the gospel, capital G, to the tradition, Christ as the gospel. He learns it not anew, but from these earlier movements. He learns it from his own experience of feudal participation in the feuding between the city-states of northern Italy. He learns it in being wounded and vulnerable for a cause that he finally sees means nothing. And one of the ways of summing up this impulse and this praxis is in a phrase from this period about to try to be naked following the naked Christ, totally at odds with all the most dominant social elements and religious elements of the day. You can see this handing on of the gospel through this personal example and witness in what I think is my favorite phrase of all from Francis, and I have many favorite phrases, his instruction to the friars to preach the gospel and, if necessary, use words.